The run inside. It's Lacy. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Grab behind the line. It's Lacy. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Hard running there. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, "Sit down, sir."
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Chambliss. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. He's loose. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Rebels, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Going to the run, it's Lacy. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The fake wants to throw. Left side is Frazier. And the pass is complete, but less than nothing to show for it. They're knocked down behind the line.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Moving out to the right. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hill. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Davison. Rumbles ahead for 6 and all the way out to the 16.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Dante Moore. Got a man. It's Johnson. He'll make the stop at the 21 after a pickup of about 5.
And that's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Using his legs, it's Hill. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Moore with the play fake. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Looking for more room. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Rebels. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Coming out with it, it's Hill. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. On the move. He's going to run it. Makes a deep grab. Oh, spin move. Across midfield, down to the 41-yard line is the huge play as this offense rolling.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
In the backfield, it's Davison. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
You're not going to fool this guy on the running back screen. They're trying to invite him up the field, rushing the passer, but he saw it too soon. He was able to stop in his tracks, locate the running back, get outside, and make a tackle. That is a very heads-up play that time by the DN.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Throwing more. Stepping to the right. Going to try to get it himself. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on second and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having the pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
Setting up the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
There's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad interception on the opening drive, but he's able to turn the page and show you his short-term memory and just come out and stay aggressive, sling it around a little bit, and this offense is able to answer with a touchdown of their own.
And how nice is it if you're a coordinator to have a guy like that you can depend on? Like, he doesn't dwell on the one mistake. He doesn't let it turn into two. A lot of times you can see that snowball effect, man. Just a nice bounce back for him individually and for this offense to put the early turnover behind him.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Delayed handoff. It's Lacey. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Offense trying to go with some misdirection in the run game to the boundary, but the defense was there. They're able to corral the back behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Chambliss. Extending the play. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on 3rd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Takes the handoff. It's Lacey. Tackled way behind the line. It'll be a loss of 7.
great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Back open in the middle. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top as we get a look at the numbers so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Snaps on fourth down. Looking for a huge play. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Straight ahead, it's Davison.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
They'll run it. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Moore to throw for it on 4th down. Turns it upfield. Across the 25, he's got room. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. And listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Again, it's Moore. Looking for the score. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Now, you usually don't get that wide open in the end zone. If that ball comes in like that, that's a play the receiver has just got to be able to make for his team.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Outside the pocket, lets it go. It's complete. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. The Ducks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point is no good. No good, and they're still down 1.
Number 97, set to kick this one away.
And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. They'll operate out of split backs. Running inside, it's Lacey.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
going to take a shot. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Hands it off. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back.
Trying to beat the D deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Oh, the receiver is going to hate watching film and watching that play back because that was a touchdown, and he dropped it.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden...
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. 4th down, Moore. Fires it down the seam. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about.
Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
He really shows you his skills on that last run, and I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now, today, because of all the great running back...
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground, and creating the big sack.
Out wide left, it's Stewart. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. And guys, 2nd down didn't do them any favors as they face this 3rd down. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
More to the air again. Left side is Hooks, ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
Moore. Look out.
And simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and
a shot toward the end zone. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
you don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
In the gun on third down. Moore. He's not afraid to go deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Back to throw, it's Chambliss. Out wide left, it's Lacy.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Right side, it's Gill. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Rebels lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Flush to the left. He'll pull it down. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Second and long here. Caught behind the line. It's Cook. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Here's Moore to throw. Fires to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Stewart. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's first down. Making the adjustment on the play. Moore to the air. He wants to go deep. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll bring it out. It's Davison. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Dante Moore. That's caught. It's Johnson. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. More to throw for it on fourth down. And how about this defense keeping everything in front and making the sure tackle to turn it over on downs? Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Dropping back, it's Chambliss. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And what a drive this has been so far by the defense. Of course, they're in their own end of the field. They're sort of in that fringe area, and they forced 2 straight incompletions. If they could force another one right here, it'd make it really tough on their opponent to kick a field goal.
Rolls right. Release to the back. Right side, it's Lacy. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Beck's going for the goal line. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. They'll try to run it with Frazier. Trying to find the end zone, and he's not going to make it as his defense is making it tough.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
The incomplete pass, fourth down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they were ready for the pass, and you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
On the run, it's Davison. He hits that hole. It opened up for him as he gets 6 and all the way out to the 9-yard line.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hit.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Fourth down, Moore. Turning it on. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there, because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss, and with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Shakes off the defender. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing more. Left side is hooked. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
That had to be a coverage bust because there is no way one of the best receivers in the country was that wide open. Somebody on defense wasn't where they were supposed to be. They had their eyes in the wrong place. That should not happen ever.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. He's loose down the left side. He takes it in. Touchdown, Rebels. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, it's 21-13. On the return, it's Davison. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
He rifles one deep down the middle. Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Dante Moore wants to throw again. Still looking. Trying to make magic with his feet.
Well, this quarterback's athleticism, I think, makes it a little bit easier for you as a head coach when you decide to go for it on 4th down, because if it's not there to throw the ball, his athleticism can just take over. He can go get it himself and keep the drive alive. Really nice job that time by the QB.
Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Moore. Out wide right, it's Davison. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Moore will throw. Rushes on. Right side, it's Hill. He goes out of bounds, and that'll take us to the start of the 4th quarter. Now just about ready to snap it to start the 4th. They'll stand to the game, and we'll start with the first down. Here's Moore to throw. Going long. And it's his 4th interception of the game. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. So the defense sets him up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with it. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20.
And that's a big-time play by this defense. When you needed it the most in the 4th quarter, this game is super close, it's tight. Not only do you make a play and get a stop, you put points on the board and you get the football back with a chance to salt this football game away. That's how defenses step up late in games.
Moore, play action. Out wide left, it's Johnson. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And how about the defense? How big was that stop? Forcing the punt, getting it back to the offense, and all of a sudden, you feel the momentum now on their side.
Dante Moore. Still looking to his right. Out wide right, it's Johnson. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
Moore to the air. Oh, pressure's coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Right side, it's Davison. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it and make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
The Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Throwing Moore. Left side, it's Johnson. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
And they're looking for a 4th quarter lead, and they'll need a touchdown to do it. First and goal. They'll go play action with Moore. Trying to barrel in.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Moore. He's going for the goal line. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Moore from the gun, trying to convert 3rd down. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Here comes the 2-point try. Moore will throw. Here comes the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over it.
Well, Well, they tried to run the quarterback out wide to give him an opportunity, but you saw that speed by the defense sacking him, and as a result, 2-point play no good.
From inside the 20, chance for great field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Rebels offense is back on the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. The corners are walked up tight. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Out wide right, it's Lacy. Could not make his way to the corner.
This offense is going to try and stretch the field vertically and horizontally. They did there throwing it.
Wait just a second. They're going to go for it here, and man, if they don't get it, it brings losing into the equation. Needs it here on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Hits inside, it's Davison. Got the first down, and he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play, it's just lingerie on the deck after that move. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. In the red area, it's Davison. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in position to win.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Moore with the play fake. Moves to his right. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. Getting set for the point after. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25. Stopped at the 26. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Can't hang on, it's incomplete, and you can't worry about the footsteps when you're running those crossing routes. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. They'll run the screen. They stop him right there. A pickup of 10, enough for the first down, and we've also taken it to the 2-minute timeout. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for the edge. Quick toss. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Drops back. It's Chambliss. And they can't make the connection.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right.
Snags it, and there's running room. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Right side, it's Cook. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
What a fantastic job by the defense that time, forcing the incompletion. They've got the lead late, setting up 4th down. Can they come up with one more stop? If they get it, they might win this game.
Snapped it, and he has to have it. Escapes the pressure going right. They'll stop him short. Just what they needed as they get the ball back for their offense.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Moore, play action. Buying time to his right. He'll pull it down and run. Turns it on him and... oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense got it. They're on the run. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Looking downfield, it's Chambliss. Under pressure. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
Quick give. It's Davison. Nowhere to go. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Out wide right, it's Davison. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Timeout called by the defense and 15 seconds to go in this one.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding, covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play.
Timeout.
And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's more to throw. Right down the middle. Out wide left, it's Stewart. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a big play up top, going 63 yards to the house. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset.